welcome back to my channel. We are continuing with classroom prep. By the way, don't mind my hair, I just took a nice relaxing shower. But we are continuing with some books because I do have my chapter books. They're actually in one of those yellow bins. It's like all the way at the bottom because I just don't want to deal with them right now. That's probably going to be next classroom vlog. Most likely it'll be just this prep vlog and then one more with the books. I do want to go ahead and show you guys the website that I am using to check in my book. I don't know if I'll be using it completely as a checkout system, but I definitely did want an area where my books would just be in one single place. And I am using this little scanner that I got from Amazon. I got it from my Amazon wish list. It does come with the USB and it does come with a charging port, but you can also plug this into your computer if you don't want to use the USB. I have plenty of picture books here. I mean, look at this. Isn't this just gorgeous? Look at the colors. But I do want to tell you a quick story about this because I do want to tell you guys that make sure you look on Facebook Marketplace. Just be careful though, because some people are scammers on Facebook Marketplace. But it was like March or like early April, very early on, where I saw that this teacher, she wanted to transition out of teaching, and she moved here from Utah with her husband, and she was selling like some chapter books that I wanted at that time for my 5th graders. And she was selling them for like $5–10, I want to say. But because I told her that I was a 5th grade teacher, that she was like, you know what, I have some picture books, would you like to look at some of them? So she showed me a couple of pictures and I was like, oh my god, I would love to have this one, thinking that I could only take like a couple, right? And she's like, you know what, go ahead and stop by and then we'll see, you can see them in person. So I went there, I grabbed the books that I was originally going to buy, and she's like, you know what, why don't you have them all? What? So she gave me, I want to say 30 picture books completely free. She said that she was selling them, you know, on Facebook Marketplace as well, like $1 per picture book, but she just wanted them to go to someone like a teacher, someone that would, you know, take care of them, make sure that the kids loved them. I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. So I walked out of there for $10 with some chapter books that I think are a little too advanced for my 3rd graders, most likely 5th graders, so we'll see what I do with them. But I walked out with probably over $300, maybe $400 worth of beautiful picture books, and these picture books are very popular known. I mean, first of all, this one, look at the cover of this, is gorgeous. But some of them, like The Tree Lady, Dancing Hands, this one actually is a Pura del Pril award. I'm not sure that award. Salt in His Shoes. There was an old lady who swallowed a turkey. The Undefeated, Chocolate Pilot, something like that. Martin Luther King, One Beam of Light, Let the Children March. So again, Martin Luther King, as well as Black History Month. If You Take a Mouse to the movies. I Went Walking. I did get some from my Amazon wish list, like I Survived graphic novel, My Mouth is a Volcano, Noah Webster, The Butterfly, Moo Farrell's Beautiful Daughters. I mean, some of these are amazing. Snowflake Bentley, Before She Was Harriet. So again, another amazing picture book. We have Abraham Lincoln. Amazing. I'm so excited. I got all of these for free. Dream Builder, so a STEM activity there. We have Marissa Moss by Me, Jane, Born to Draw comics. These are all good quality. Like, these were definitely well taken care of. I can't believe that she gave these all to me for free. Some people in the world are just so, you know, amazing, and I'm so glad that I even asked, like, hey, do you have any picture books? Because I saw on her like Facebook Marketplace like profile that she was also selling some picture books. So she sent me some, but she was like, you know what, go ahead and take all of them. Hidden Figures, I remember when this came out, this was like a wild popular book that everybody wanted. The Proudest Blue, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, Game Changes, A Letter from Your Teacher. Oh, this one I bought. First Aid Jitters, again, I got from No, from Goodwill. Don't Let the Crayons Quit. But then we have some that she gave me. All are welcome. Yo, this, oh my god, I was most excited to grab this book. So when I was in college, right, my student teaching that I failed, again, video linked, there was a second grade teacher, you know, along with the other second grade teacher. I went with her because my mentor teacher, she was absent, so I decided to go with my other mentor teacher, you know, according to the principal. And she was like, hey, why don't you go ahead and read aloud to the kids. I chose this book. I fell in love. I have never read this book prior to that day, just randomly picking it out and then like, hey guys, let's go ahead and read this one. Y'all, this one, oh my god, I think I cried when I first read this. Like, that's how powerful this book was. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, yes, I want it. I want it. I don't care how much it is, I want it. So yay, I'm so happy for that one. And then she also gave me Our Class is Family. So I think now I have two. Either she gave me this, no, yeah, she gave me this one. I think I have two now. I want to say Our Class is a Family. We have No David, that one was also one that she gave me. We have the Big Martin Jr. Big Book of Poetry. So I'm so excited for this one because it's, you know, poetry. I know poetry is kind of hard for kids, especially for me. Maybe Something Beautiful. I remember this one also came out as well and everybody wanted it as well. Yo, and then I'm just so grateful that I have these books. I do have more picture books, but obviously they're like my ones that I've had for a couple of years. But these are all the ones that I got from her for free just because she wanted them to go to someone that will appreciate them, and I am so appreciative. So thank you so much. You can actually see her name, Ms. Well. So Ms. Well, if you're ever watching my videos, thank you so much. Just know that my third graders and my future students, whoever they may be in the future, will love them. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to my actual, you know, portion of this video here. Alright, so basically, like I said, I think I mentioned this earlier, I am using booksourceclassroom.com. Again, not sure about checkout, but I definitely just wanted them all in one website. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I do this. So let me go ahead. Okay, everybody, so these are the books that I currently have. I have 28 books, but I think I do have to check them again. Some of them, unfortunately, don't have a cover, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I might have to just incorporate my own, but I might just have to leave it alone there. But as you can see, some of them do have some, like My Mouth is a Volcano, Noah Webster, Magic Tree House, The Proudest Blue, The Day the Crayons Quit. So what you do here is you go to, hold on, there you go, add. And then it's automatically, you can either type or scan the ISBN. You can take a picture if you want of the title cover, or you can just type it. There are some books that I did have to manually put the ISBN number, but here we go. So you just take your, hold on, I'm gonna have to try and do this with one hand. So you take your book, I Went Walking. You take your little scanner. This one again costs less than $30. I just scan it. Let that, see? Okay, and then there you go. See, so it automatically went I Went Walking. Again, this one does not have a cover page, which is unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to think about what to do here. And you can go ahead and just keep on, sorry guys, I'm trying to cover my school's name right there. So that one is done. And then here's another one, Let the Children March. So again, it's either in the back. I have found that sometimes the ISBN number is also like right here. I found that in one of my books. You just scan it. There you go. And then there's the other one, Let the Children March. And then you can just keep going. You don't have to like save each one. If you take a mouse, a cookie. So you see how this one does not have a barcode. I always like to check in the front. Maybe they like to put it here. But they usually, you can always find the ISBN number, which is right there. See, so that one with an X is the ISBS number. So then you just put that in there. 0439254006, and then X, don't forget the X. All right, you click it, and then there you go. If you take a mouse to the movies, and then there you go. So you don't have anything to do with that anymore, so you just put it there. And some of them, you know, you will find that most of them have a barcode. Like there are sometimes, I've only had to do this 2 times where I actually have to type it in myself, and then just keep going. All right, so there you go. Again, all right, so this one, oh, there it is. So scan it. There you go. So this one, as you can see, did have a cover page, which is great. Now, what is so cool about this is that you go to your library, and so there are all of my picture books. Again, you can make them look different how you want them. You can check out the books. But what's really cool is, like, let's say I want to read about Abraham Lincoln. You click on it, and they actually tell you the AR level and the points. They give you the Lexile level. They give you pretty much all of the information that it's nonfiction, that it's 1,367 words, it's 48 pages. It's just amazing. They tell you the history, like when it was first checked in, which students checked out. You can add your list of students. So obviously I'll be adding this when I know my class roster. And then it's just amazing, like, what Booksource can do. It's my first year using Booksource, so obviously I have to, like, kind of learn how the website works, but I think it's amazing. I used to have another website, and I thought it was amazing. I actually put all of my books in there. I can't remember what it's called. I'll link it down below. Actually, I don't recommend it. I'll just put the title here, because I had put in all my books. It was just like a library. It wasn't like you could check out anything. It was just to put like names of your books. But for some reason, it deleted all of my books. I remember I wanted to add like a couple more books. I think it was like a graphic novel. And all of a sudden, I opened the app and all of my books were gone. There was only, you think, like 1 book that it had saved for some reason. And I was just so pissed off. I was like, I've spent maybe 3 hours, I'm lying, like 2 hours, you know, scanning or like typing the name, because I didn't have a barcode scanner last year. This is the first year I'm using a barcode scanner. So I remember typing the name or typing the ISBN number and, you know, putting all the names in that catalog for it to disappear. So I was like, you know what, I'm definitely gonna find something a little bit more reliable. Definitely gonna buy a barcode scanner and then figure out a good system, because I was so disappointed when that happened. So you can check it out. I'll put it right here, but I don't recommend it, because if it happened to me, it can happen to you. And I think I even paid for like the yearly subscription for like to be able to be accessed online, like through a web page. No, worst like $5 I spent. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I'll be right back. And I did finish my classroom library, just the ones that I have currently. Again, these are the ones that I have out. My rest of the books are over there in the big large yellow bin. That is going to take me a while, because I have over maybe 300 books, so I'm not going to deal with that right now. But I do want to go ahead and show you a lot of the other projects that I have been doing. You guys saw a quick montage of them in the morning, and as well as throughout the couple of days. I was with my sister and my parents because it was my sister's birthday on Friday. So I went over there to my parents' house to celebrate. I did get more of these bins. Again, these are $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. They rarely have these. You can only find them maybe either 1 box, maybe 2. I found 3. I gave 1 to my mom. These are birthday tags. Whoopsie. I got this idea from Mrs. Call's Campers. I did show you guys that last vlog. Again, these are beautiful. These are amazing. The sign, she had them. They were edible. I just put Love Miss Blanco. And then I put a stuffed animal. And then I put the little happy birthday wristband right there. And I did try to kind of like pair the wristband with the stuffed animal. So you can see this one is like blue. So I try to pair it up with the blue wristband. And then there were some, for example, like this one had the little pink, and so I kind of, no, this one had like the blue little bow or like the little tie, so I kind of paired it up with the blue thing. And then same thing here, the whole body was pink, so I tried to pair it up with the pink little band. So these are all good to go. I think in total I have about 30 because my sister took one and then my mom took one. We're ready to go. I do have some extras. You can kind of see them down here. So I need to find another bin to put this in, or just kind of like store it at the bottom there. And then I also have some extras here, some extra cards, and then I also have a whole ton of these little baggies. These are 3x5. I do recommend that if you guys steal this idea from Mrs. Call's Campers, these are perfect for the tag as well as for like the little stuffed animal. But I will say I did struggle a lot putting the wristband in. So if you don't want to struggle, I do recommend getting the 5x7, or I think there was like a 4x6, just because it really was like this. I started this and you guys saw a little clip of that at my parents' house, and I got so frustrated putting this little band in there. I was like, you know what, I'm doing this at my apartment, not here, because I just got very frustrated, really. You could not see it in the video, but I really did get frustrated. So definitely I recommend either getting a different size or just sticking to the name tag and then the little stuffed animal. I did, I'm trying not to show y'all, I did upgrade my beautiful ID. So my old one, it was like 2 years old, so it was time for an upgrade. The back is just gorgeous. Look at that. It's like a marble kind of way with the black and the gold. And it did come, because this was like the original, the one they gave us free at the police station. But it's really cool that I bought it off Amazon. I'll link it down below. No, I can't open this now. It did come with this little extender. So if you want, you can kind of just put it on your shirt like so. And then, oh no, come below. Or hold on, let me try that again. Okay, then you tear this one out. Put that in there. Zip it up. And there you go. So that is also, let me not show my school's name. That is also another way that you can show your ID. And this one does extend if you ever want to take it off. But most likely I do like my badges to be on a actual lanyard. So I will be using this most of the time. This one does not come out, but it does have this little like plug-in, I guess. I don't know what it's called, detachable thing. And that's another way that you can kind of use it. Oh, sorry guys, my phone's right underneath you. So yeah, so multiple ways. Again, this was I think about $10. So I'm not quite sure. I'll put it linked down below. All right, before I show you the next thing, I do want to tell you that this is my border from last year. I did go ahead and I did get 4 more packs of the rainbow strips from Hobby Lobby. They were I think 40% off, and this is my favorite one because it goes amazing with a black background. So definitely I will be using the same one from last year. All right, so this is pretty much my biggest project that I did. Hold on, let me get down here so y'all can see clearly. I pretty much went through this entire tower drawer. This I got from Michael's. They don't sell these anymore, unfortunately, because I would love to grab another one. And again, the wheels did break off down there, so that's why it's on the floor. This one I love. I did change some of the labels, so this one has take-home pouches. These are my zipper pouches here. We have my dry erase pockets. Then we have poly folders. These are the ones that I absolutely love. I adore. My sheet protectors, I have none, but they are right here. I just need to take them out. I need to sort them better. This is small group work, so this one I will be using whenever I have small groups or intervention. And I mean, look at the label. Isn't that just precious? Hold on, let me, whoop, there it is. Okay, this one, I know it has a question mark. These, I'm not sure how many classes there are in 3rd grade. Obviously in 5th grade last year we only had me and then like my partner teacher. Because this is a bigger school with obviously a district size classroom, there might be 3 3rd grade teachers. So if that is the case, I will be putting the 2nd homeroom here and then the 3rd homeroom here. So, but again, I don't know whether it's 2 or whether it's 3, but whenever I do know their names, that will be replaced. I just have like a whole bunch of random stuff that I need to go through. This will be my turn-in bin. Again, I have a couple of random things. I also have sheet protectors in here, so I need to organize this. And then this is my miscellaneous bin. Again, just random stuff. I think these are more like my early finishers or like my game boards. I have a whole bunch of masks in here. So yes, true miscellaneous bin right there. If you look up, this is another thing that I've been working on. This I absolutely love. Like, this is one of my greatest ideas that I think I've ever had. Oh, sorry, y'all. Had a bit trouble getting up there. I struggled so much last year with centers. I didn't know how to store them. I didn't know how to make them more accessible, because I only had like maybe 3 or 4 centers, but then they obviously grew with time, with experience, with knowing what centers I want. And they could fit here beautifully, but then as they got thicker, I would have to store them in another one and another, you know, it just got a hassle. So I was like, you know what, why don't we try these? Y'all, it's amazing. I did declutter some of the centers because they were either a little too old that I got from like the previous teacher of 5th grade, or they just didn't work for 5th grade. Like they were more like 5th and 6th grade. So I did go ahead and declutter some of them. I put them again in these poly folders. These are amazing. I have bought like 3 sets of these now. Oh, it got stuck. Hold on. Oops. I promise they're amazing. Oh, they just get stuck a little bit. I might have to put another one in here. So I think it's amazing, and I did go ahead and I did color code them. So these 2 colors are like the same as those 2 colors right there. And I did put black and white. I'll actually put a picture right here of what it used to look like before. But I did decide to do more color, rainbowy theme, you know, this year. So yay! And the last thing that I want to show you guys, ignore that mess by the way, is, remember this little container? I didn't know what the heck to do with it. I actually took some time, think about what I wanted. This I actually made TikTok, but I think it came up with the perfect solution. Thin Sharpies, thick Sharpies, Mr. Sketch Sharpies, or markers. Red pens, I have none, but I'm gonna get some from my school. Black pens, I know there's blue pens, but this I like to use when like parents come over, so that way I just take the whole thing. I put it on a table where the parents sign in, or where the parents need to like sign some documents. And then at the end of the day, I just stick it back in here, fold the sides. And then I have sticky notes in here as well. I do have these oil-based pens. These are for writing the names on the desk. But because I use these less often, like I barely use them maybe every couple of weeks to like reassign desk, I'm just going to put them in the storage closet for now in a small bin. The last 2 things that I need to kind of label is, I don't know what the heck to do with this. I asked on Instagram, some people said soft start supplies, some people said like community supplies. And my idea was putting like markers / color pencils, so that way when a group is like, oh, I need color pencils, they can just take like table 2, and then there'll be like markers and color pencils there. Like they don't have to go to the big bin and waste time. Focus, there you go. So that was kind of like my idea. I don't know how I will like it. Again, let's say table 4, 2 of the members need color pencils. They go to table 4 and then they take the bin. and then they just use the color pencils and markers that are in here, right? Yes? Because my idea for crayons, because I don't want to introduce color pencils until maybe like the 3rd or 4th week of school, because you know, color pencils you have to sharpen. With crayons you really don't. So my plan was using these bins for crayons, just crayons, and then using these for color pencils slash markers, because again, I didn't want to introduce the markers slash color pencils until much later, especially the color pencil. Let me guys know if you have any idea what to do with this. My mom bought this for me. I love her, and I just kind of told her like, hey mom, I really love this. If you ever see it on sale, look out for it, okay? And then she bought it for me, but now I don't know what the heck to use it for. Okay guys, so I know that this vlog might have been a little bit short. I'm not sure how long it'll be, hopefully less than 25 minutes. But I did want to show you a couple of things that I was working on. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of organize my living room because there is classroom stuff everywhere. Remember that classroom tour? Everything was over here, but now it's like everywhere in my living room. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the rest of the afternoon editing and then just kind of like organizing so it's not all over the place. I believe I can come in early to set up my classroom starting next week. So in a couple of days you'll see the book vlog as well as a couple of other projects. I do have some more materials that I got from my Amazon wishlist as well as just things that I have bought. Thank you guys so much for watching while I try to put this back on my lanyard here. I appreciate you guys watching. We are close to 1,000 subscribers. I am very excited. I think I am going to start setting up my classroom within the next week. I think my principal emailed us and said that we can come in, I believe, on the 24th. I am a new employee though, so I don't know if that maybe changes for me, so we'll see. I'm going to email her right now and see if I can come in as well as on the 24th, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think I have one more prep video for you guys, and then the next videos will be classroom setup. So keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and let me guys know if you want to see anything else or if you guys want to see anything in particular. I'll see you guys later. Bye.